Hey guys, and welcome back to the next video. Today we want to take a deeper look at dragon and bat spells, which were for a short amount of time super strong at Town Hall 12. They're still super strong at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 10, but for Town Hall 12, since the meta changed with all of the multi-inferno towers, the wizard towers got placed way better, so it got really difficult to actually use them. But since you guys asked for it, we want to try it in Legend League. I will try to explain a bit more how to use it, when to use it, etc. So this is going to be the army. We have the one ice golem with us just to distract the, I don't know, a wizard tower maybe, or just like a tank for my queen or something like that. So let's take a look at the first attack. And you already see the first big issue we have. We have all of the inferno towers pretty much covering each other, which means it's super hard to actually place the bat spells near the inferno towers because, well, if you freeze one of the inferno towers, the inferno tower next to it is getting huge value with completely roasting all of the bat spells, so it's really hard to use it. On the other side, we have the wizard towers as well, so it's really hard to use it over there. So that's a huge challenge in itself to find a place where the bat spell can be actually used. So what we try to do with the heroes is first off trying to funnel our dragons later, and second, obviously trying to get rid of a couple of air defenses because that's never a bad thing. At the same time, we try to not lure the enemy clan castle because normally there's a hound in there, and if we only face in with the dragons, the hound won't come out, so we don't have any issues with that. So our queen is going to die, our king is still nearly alive, but we will start with our dragons soon. We created pretty much a path for our slammer into the first inferno tower just to get rid of that, and then we have to basically wait with our bat spells to, I don't know, maybe for the dragons to tank the inferno towers and then we can use the bats. I don't know yet. It's all about, okay, sending everything into the town hall, wait for it, then the warden ability, and like I said, the middle inferno tower is tanked by my dragons, so I use the bat bomb on the left side just to make sure that most of my bats can get actually value somehow. And like I said, that's a huge task in itself. I froze 2 air expos and the eagle. I don't know, maybe I should have frozen the enemy queen instead, but we will face another issue, and that's the pathing of the dragons. Because we used the bats, but there were a lot of non-defense buildings in the base as well, our dragons got lured away, which means we don't have any dragons anymore in the core. If all of our dragons would have been grouped up in the core and would have made pretty much their way through the base, it could have worked. So this is going to be a high percentage close fail in that sense, which is a little bit unlucky. But yeah, there's 1 air defense left, a couple of expos, but most of the defenses we got out of the way, so unlucky, I guess. But at the same time, it shows how base dependent the strategy right now is. We will try a couple of more times. Maybe we'll find a base where it's working. And let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about the dragbat right now. Do you think it's only viable on Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 10? Or do you actually think, okay, some bases might not be the best bases versus dragbat? Let me know that. And one quick reminder as well, if you want to join my Discord server, it's down below in the video description as well. So make sure to join that. This is going to be a little bit easier one, I would say, because we have all of the wizard towers in pretty much one arrow shape. So we have most of the splash damage at the bottom of the base, like in those 3 compartments around the wizard, around the inferno towers, which is nice. So what we try to do is we use our ice golem in front of our tank, which is in that case our king, tank slash damage, whatever you want to call it. We have to wait that the bomb tower is actually exploding, because then we can use the king ability to make sure that all of our barbarians, most of our barbarians, staying alive. The town hall is getting wrecked, and as soon as that's down, we obviously try to make sure that we get the inferno tower as well. But my queen stepped ahead and yeah, went into the giant bomb, which sucks. But yeah, this means we won't get any more defenses. So what we have to do next is pretty much to try to create the pathing for our dragons. So what I try to do is use our slammer onto the Inferno Tower, which means the Inferno Tower is getting taken out. Then the slammer is going left or right, and then once again back because of the range of the defense, like of the placement of the defenses. So the wizard tower at this point is closer. That's why my slammer is going over. If the slammer would have decided to go to the wizard tower, the archer tower would have been the closest. So that's why I had to wait. On this one, I think I should have used my warden ability way, like at this point. That would have been a nice possible use of the warden. But now you guys can see what happens if there are no wizard towers, like no splash damage against the bats. Just check it out, like how much value those bats have. They get rid of the first couple of archer towers and the warden. They get rid of the expos. They get rid of the eagle. Even more expos. It's crazy how much value they have. And then we should have the 2 free spells to freeze wizard tower, inferno tower, and the air defense. So that's a really nice free spell over there. Another free spell onto the wizard tower and the air defense. But the huge issue we have right now is cleanup. And that's always a problem with the dragons. You struggle a lot with time. So we have like 40 seconds left. And you see already my dragons are struggling at the storages. Which means, this takes some time. We are around 70%. 35 seconds left. And my dragons are keep going. And there are only 2 Tesla and 1 Archer Tower left. Which means like it's a overkill in that sense, but yeah, not an overkill when it comes down to time. 20 seconds left and we are around 80%. So this is going to be a really high percentage attack, and like I said, like technically overkill, but not triple, and that's kind of the important thing in the end. So 90% roundabout, and we still have to get this freaking triple. That's unlucky, I guess. So let's try to figure out a way on how to triple, maybe change the army a little bit, but we need 1 base. Maybe we already have like a single front tower, that would be nice as well. And once again, like on this base, where all of the wizard towers are on one side of the base, so we can take out the other side of the base with our bat spells. That's basically the idea. Maybe I should have done or like tested only dragons, like without the bat spells and like heal and even more rages and stuff like this. But I'm not sure if that would have worked, but it's tough. It's tough. Dragbat, it's really tough. So if it's working for any of you guys, let me know, because then I'm doing something wrong. But let's give it another try. So on this base, we have once again all of the wizard towers on one side. We have a lot of splash damage around the town hall with 2 multi-inferno towers. The town hall itself, as soon as it's activated, and a single inferno tower, and we have all of the sweepers, 2 of the sweepers, pointing towards the upper side. So what do? I think we should try to take out the enemy queen first, and obviously try to like create like a little bit of a pathing for our dragons later. So what we do, we take our king and our queen to take out a bit of point defense, which means, for example, the warden, which is dealing a lot of damage to dragons, and like I said, the queen, because we don't have any poison, which means we can't get rid of the enemy CC, or the queen really good, because, well, we have to pretty much use a freeze on the enemy queen, otherwise she's dealing so much damage to our dragons. So it's always a nice thing if you can take her out early. So this was basically at the start. So what is the next thing? We have the option to use our slammer on the right side and create a little bit of a pathing as well. We try to make sure with the baby dragon that the dragons are actually staying inside. We got a couple of black mines on the outside because, well, that's obviously kind of like a bait base in that sense. The sweeper is super annoying and pushing our slammer back non-stop, which is a little bit annoying. And, well, we don't need any of the spells on the back end because we don't really need a rage. A rage spell you need most of the time when you try to rush a building down with bad spells, or you have a lot of high HP buildings together, like Eagle, the Expo, stuff like this. Then you can use a rage on the bats. Otherwise, you can like it's totally okay if you use 2 rages on your dragons. So we're still going really strong. The multi-inferno tower is down, which means our bats can do work, and there are no splash damage defenses left, which means this is going to be finally a triple with dragbat. And that felt good, even though there are only 2 dragons alive, but still, we managed to somehow make it work. Like I said, it's right now really tough to use. I'm super happy that we got at least 1 triple with this strategy, but I'm actually not sure about like how consistent this works. Even though if you could master the strategy, I think it's super base dependent. Like when you have a lot of like a lot of splash damage in general on one side, or like something is not covered really well with splash damage, then it works, yes. But I think in general you should go for, at least for trophy pushing, for more all-around armies like Queen Charge Hawks, Queen Charge Lalo, I don't know, even just spam E-Drags, Sui Lalo, Electron, even stuff like this works probably way better. So yeah, I think it's viable right now. Maybe like a little buff somewhere, but I like that it's possible. And like I said, let me guys know whether you guys are using this strategy right now. Maybe you change something up. Let me know this as well. And obviously, what should be the next strategy we're taking a look at? We already had Valkyries. We had obviously like Queen Charge, Lalo. We had now Dragbat. We had the Queen Charge Hawk. So there are still a couple of strategies left. We didn't really try it on in Legend League. So let me know what should be the next one, and I will see you guys in the next video.